Hello everyone and welcome back. I am as always Inquisitor Ara, and this is Living Roleplay, and this week we are going to discuss the events of the Nighthold, the death of Gul'dan, and the return of Illidan. The war against the Legion is well underway. For the past several months, the combined forces of Azeroth have pushed the Legion's invading forces out of the Broken Isles and destroyed its most powerful allies. God King Skovald has met his end in the Halls of Valor. Under King Dargrul lies dead deep in the halls of Neltharion's lair. Even the outlying forces attempting to use the invasion and our forces' focus on it have fallen. Xavius, the Nightmare Lord, has been vanquished at last, as Jara's forces have been routed from Izuna, and even Helya has been brought low. With the Broken Isles all but secure, Azeroth's forces turn their eyes to one of the Legion's last bastions, Suramar. Home to the arcane-infused Nightborn, Suramar City was playing host to a massive demonic presence. We have infiltrated the city, dismantled the Grand Magistrix Elison's support structure, and planted spies within her court. We've reduced her forces and saved several key members, turning them into allies. We have even managed to reverse the withering process and found a replacement for the Nightwell, the Arkandor, a perfect blending of nature and arcane whose fruit currently sustains the rebels known as the Nightfallen. Our forces are ready to assault the last primary foothold the Legion has on the Broken Isles outside of the Tomb of Sargeras, the Nighthold. Inside, Grand Magistrix Elisond and Gul'dan are siphoning power from the Nightwell and pouring it into a complex ritual. A ritual to summon a part of Sargeras' vast power and use Illidan's Storm Rage's empty husk as a vessel. He must be stopped. Sargeras cannot be allowed to set foot on Azeroth, and the only way to ensure that this does not happen is to kill Elisond, Gul'dan, and all of the Nightborn and Legion lieutenants that are currently standing between you and imminent destruction. Challenge accepted and beaten. We did it, fam. Gul'dan, who has been a plague since Draenor, has finally fallen, and while we did not deliver the killing blow, we did prevent him from completing his ritual, freeing the Lord of the Illidari in the process. But what does this mean for you and your roleplay? Now, to start off, I have a very simple rule for fresh lore, such as the death of Gul'dan and the return of Illidan in Nighthold, when it comes to role-playing. When the majority of players can clear the content on any difficulty, it can be safely applied to role-playing. Given that the last stage of Nighthold in LFR opened up recently, we can officially say that Gul'dan is dead. And this is huge. The threat of Gul'dan has been looming over us for quite some time. After Archimonde's defeat at Hellfire Citadel, he sent Gul'dan somewhere. He had a plan. Gul'dan had a plan, a head start, and a very weary Khadgar trying to piece together what he was up to. It took time, but finally, between the forces of Azeroth and Khadgar, we pieced together his plans bit by bit. His raising of the Tomb of Sargeras, his kidnapping of Illidan, his bargain with the Nightborn. For months, it felt as if we were a step behind him, but no longer. Once we managed to catch up with him, we put him down. we avenged Varian and Vol'jin, and along the way, we temporarily removed many of the Legion's top lieutenants, such as Balnazar and Tichondrius. With Gul'dan out of the picture, the driving force behind the Legion's invasion has slowed. With no footholds outside of the tomb, we have secured the Broken Isles. For now, at least. The Legion still has the Tomb of Sargeras, and it still has a massive fell portal that is allowing the Legion to continuously replenish its forces. Remember, unless they are killed either in the Twisting Nether or in a place so saturated with energy that it exists in both the Great Dark and the Twisting Nether, demons cannot die. Now, while we have prevented Gul'dan from bringing Sargeras to Azeroth, we have not stemmed the fell tide that rushes forth from the tomb. Now we go back to where it started. This is a great time for military RP guilds because with the Nighthold firmly in the hands of Azerothian's defenders, and the final pillar of creation, the Eye of Aman'Thul, now known to be the source of power of the Nightwell, is in our grasp. If you'll remember, we set out to locate and collect the pillars for a very specific reason, to close the portal inside the tomb. This means only one thing. The might of the militaries of the Horde and the Alliance are headed back to the site of our greatest failure, the Broken Shore. We're going to take our powerful weapons, our potent magics, and the pillars, and we're going to end this invasion. But it's not simply this. This is a lesson we've learned. The Legion always returns. The Legion will destroy everything unless we stop them.
You have seen what I have seen. You know what we face. Now, mortals, follow me into the abyss.
Now is the time in your roleplay that you start thinking about the big plan. The plan that the man has. The man, of course, being Illidan Stormrage. That plan is stopping the Legion for good. The first step was taking back the Broken Isles and securing the first 4 pillars. The second step was destroying Gul'dan and claiming the Eye. We have done this. Now, we have to clean house and get rid of the Legion, wipe them from the face of Azeroth. As we take our first steps towards closing the tomb, consider everything we have learned up to this point. The demon hunters of the Illidari may or may not have told us about their visions, the destruction the Legion has already caused. It is likely that this is widespread knowledge now, given Illidan's revelation at the end of the Nighthold. There is also the existence of the Army of the Light and the fact that they are being heavily pushed. Paladins know that Eretor the Redeemer, the half-elven son of Illyria Windrunner and General Turalyon, has received a special message through Light's heart, that Azeroth is the last light of hope and that we must fight or all is lost. We also know that Turalyon and the army are on Argus, the original Draenei homeworld, and that they are in dire need of help. And we are likely the only ones left with the strength and numbers who can help. With the Sargerite Keystone in the possession of the Illidari aboard the Fellhammer, we have the means to provide that assistance. The Sargerite Keystone is a way for us to get to Argus. The Broken Shore and the sealing of the tomb are simply the last steps to stopping the Legion here on Azeroth. remember what we have learned, and start looking forward. This won't be the first time we've traveled to other worlds, but Argus isn't Draenor. Argus is a demon world on the border with the Twisting Nether. It is one of the Legion's most well-defended strongholds. Killing a demon here means the permanent death of that demon, a fact that is not lost on the Illidari. Fighting the Legion on Argus would likely break them. The steel spine of the Legion can be snapped. The Legion can be stopped. While of course there is always going to be more casual role-playing going on, most people choose to focus on the stories that are being given to us at this point in time. If that's what you want to do, focus now on the assault on the Broken Shore. Cleanse the tomb of Sargeras. Defeat the Legion commanders and show Kil'jaeden the error of his ways. Then look to the stars, because Argus awaits. And we will be prepared. Well, that is going to be it from me for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. I also have a Patreon. The link is in the description box below, as well as up in my channel header art. So if you want to help me improve my video quality, make sure you stop on by and donate. Remember, your donations go directly to things to improve the quality of my videos and may lead to more videos per week. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will see you again in Azeroth.